Hello my gorgeous Gemini, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful, ever so precious, gorgeous Gemini, and it's for March 2019, so it's for you, my beautiful Gemini, for March 2019, and I'm going to start with the fact that you are going to be facing a really big change when it comes to your home, when it comes to your home environments, when it comes to your home arrangements, and also this is all going to stem from the fact that there is going to be a very, very significant time of completion, but then at the same time it is going to allow you to have the whole new beginning, which is most certainly going to be the March for you. When I say that you are going to be facing a big change, this is going to be good change, this is going to be an amazing change, this is going to be really, really good change when it comes to you and when it comes to your own personal balance, because you're going to open your eyes towards so many new possibilities, and this is going to be really good, and at the same time it is just going to make you feel really, really optimistic. When it comes to the actual optimism is going to be very significant, because of course there is going to be a really big change that you are going to be facing, but this is really good. This is going to give you lots of happiness, this is going to give you lots of satisfaction, this is going to make you feel really pleased about yourself and really pleased about your achievement, because most certainly this is going to be your advancement. This month is going to be your advancement, and you are going to hear a good news, and that good news is going to be absolutely, literally mind-blowing, because it is going to give you a brief insight into your near future, and there is going to be a really interesting beginning that you are going to start. It's going to be very, very significant indeed, and the actual continuation of this start that you are going to have, it's going to be in July 2019, precisely the 21st of July 2019. It's going to have direct continuation of whatever is going on in March for you, my beautiful, gorgeous Gemini, indeed. So which means that you are going to start something new. There is going to be also, when it comes to the actual number, you have got a number 1, so it's all going to be about you starting something new, you starting something significant, and you starting something really solid. You are very, very beautifully entering a very interesting very interesting area, stage of your life. This is going to be slightly different dimension, and this different dimension is going to bring you 3 amazing, absolutely mind-blowing possibilities, and these possibilities are going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, and what else I was going to say, it's all about a new beginning, it's all about your own personal awakening, but it's also about a certain confidence that you are going to have. This certain confidence is going to be at the same time your own power, but at the same time it's just going to motivate you. Absolutely brilliant. What else you can expect this month? It is not only about yourself, I suppose. It's also a lot to do with your family members, or a certain family member that you were kind of worrying about, you were kind of uncertain about. This is going to be absolutely brilliant, because there is going to be a really good news when it comes to the certain family member. So emotionally, spiritually, and materialistically, this month is going to be absolutely ooh la la, baby. Very, very good indeed. This is a great month and a great time to also try to apply for as many jobs as you can if you are looking for jobs and things like that, because there is something really wonderful going to actually unfold here for you. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, that when it comes to the actual health, okay, it is going to be very important for you to change a scenery. You need to keep on changing sceneries as much as you can this month, because this is going to be something that is going to be very significant when it comes to your own a personal spiritual balance. This month, your week, this month, sorry, I have my moments indeed. Okay, so this month is going to be very significant when it comes to the actual your health, but when it comes to the actual spirituality, you need to get it right, because you're going to have this wonderful excess energy. You're going to have this wonderful energy, you're going to have this powerful spiritual energy around you, and you're going to be literally showered with it. But what does that mean? That you need to kind of keep on rediscovering yourself. You need to keep on changing a scenery this month. You need to keep on trying new things. You need to keep on starting new things. You need to keep on like testing new things, tasting new things. You know, this is all going to be so important, because it's all part of the one big circle. So when it comes to your health, you know, in general, yes, you are going to have lots of energy, and I really like it. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. But this is a special energy. This is a very particular energy. This is a very significant energy, because it's telling you that you're just going to kind of have to like kind of keep on rediscovering yourself by doing different things, by doing things differently, by visiting different places, by visiting different areas, by doing what you're doing, but just to do it in a slightly different way. This is all going to be very significant, because it's going to uncover the energy of something new, the energy of something completely different, the energy of something really significant, which is just going to be absolutely the huge, massive turning point in your life. Okay, so the energy is actually going to be really good. So when it comes to your health, this is absolutely brilliant. And it's also very important just to make sure, of course always, but just to make sure that you do certain edit when it comes to your diet. There is the certain edit that you're going to need to do, which means that maybe you're aware of it, maybe you're drinking too much coffee, maybe you're drinking too much sugar, maybe you're drinking too much alcohol, you know, but there is going to be like the little stage, little area where you need to do edit, or maybe you're just lacking a certain vitamins, minerals and things like that. It all depends. So you need to kind of reevaluate your situation when it comes to your diet, and kind of see where you need to do this necessary edits. Apart from that, you know, the energy is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and you are going to be able to use this in the best possible of ways by actually achieving a lot this month indeed. Now basically also there is going to be a really good victorious situation. You're going to hear something about your own achievement. There's just one more thing, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so now going on the first date that I'm going to need you to pay attention to is actually going to be on the 5th of March. Now the 5th of March, you need to open your eyes, you need to open your ears, you need to like kind of readjust yourself a little bit. I'm not saying that you need to readjustment, but this is all about the spirituality. This is all about you like kind of feeling things around you. This is all about you kind of like opening your eyes and absorbing as much as you can this energy around you, because there is going to be the certain advice that you are going to hear. It is not, this is the tricky one, because it's not direct advice, but it's something from someone that you are going to hear, that you are going to be able to use to your for your abilities. You're going to be able to use with your own spirituality and with your own spiritual journey. So you're going to hear something from someone that you normally think highly of, and that particular word, it could be just one word, is just going to kind of travel back into your life like a little butterfly until you see it. And once you see it, you will know what to do with it. And this is what this is going to happen to you. You need to wait for the certain word that you're going to hear on the 5th of March, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant advice. And that advice is just going to be something that has got a lot to do with you. It's going to be your realization of your own particular spiritual journey. Something else is going to be waiting for you, something that you didn't expect it, but that's absolutely brilliant. But on another hand, this is all kind of going to make you realize that it's all about the patience and harmony, and it's all like about certain things that you're also going to need to adjust, like a readjust when it comes to the certain management and the things around you. Okay, and it's just all about like a little bit of adjustment, and this is all going to come through that good influence from that particular person, and that word that is just going to be taken so far in your life, which is absolutely brilliant. And let me just tell you something else, that there is also, of course, the 5th of March. By the end of the day, you are going to have your own omen. You are going to have your own sign. And this is going to be really strong. This is going to be very particular indeed, because this sign and this omen that you are going to have, it's actually going to be very much so connected to water. It is going to be very much so connected to your own reflection. It is very much so going to be connected to what you're doing now, and what your next stage of your life is going to be. And this is how you're going to find out what is going to happen. And that omen, it is going to happen through your own reflection. Water, reflection, omen, realization. And this is all going to mean to every single one of you something completely different, because it depends on what type of spiritual journey you are. There's also going to be like a little animal that is also going to be connected to this. So you're just going to need to see how the way things are actually going to develop for you. Perhaps maybe you're just going to like look at your reflection in the mirror, and then something something else is just going to happen around you. Perhaps you're going to see the reflection of yourself in the certain water, and then something else is going to happen at around the same time. It is all about you making that particular connection in that particular time with yourself, within your own spirituality, when you get something like absolutely mind-blowing like this, because this is going to be the realization that you're going to have, that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, so now the next date that I was talking about, it's actually going to be, of course, the 17th of March, 1-7, of course. The 17th of March is like a really good day, but also, of course, when you think about the actual numbers, you've got a number one, which is a new beginning, very spiritual indeed, the start of something very powerful that is going to give it a certain energy. And then you have got like a number 7, which is like a complete connection with the angels, complete connection with the spirit guides, with God, with the universe, and things like that. So everything that you do and everything that happens at this particular day, it's almost going to be sacred. But what I really like about the 17th of March is the fact that you're actually going to have your own particular transformation, you're going to have your own particular transition, you're going to have your own particular change. And that change that you're going to have, it's going to have direct impact on your reversal of things, on those things in your life that you just didn't like, in those things in your life that you find really boring and that you were bored of. Now you're going to be able to have direct impact on it. This is going to be a very, very good day for thinking, but it's not going to be a very good day for thinking, very good day for realizing things, because you're going to be very deep indeed. But on another hand, this is not going to be the good day to start something new, to start a new project and things like that. This is not going to be the good day to start a new project and things like that, because it is going to be very difficult, and you're going to find something a little bit slower, because this energy doesn't work like this. This energy is just slowing things down. This is a very good thinking energy where you're going to realize something really, really important by the end of the day, and this is going to be amazing. The bottom line is, what you're going to realize on the 17th of March, by the end of the day, my babies, it's actually going to have direct impact on your own rebirth, on your own happiness, and on your own optimism indeed. Okay, so now the third important day, my babies, that I'm going to be actually need you to pay attention to, it's actually 26th of March. On the 26th of March, what is going to happen? You're going to have a really good opportunity. Don't miss it! You're going to have a really good opportunity, really significant, Did you get that? Did you get that? No, seriously. Oh my God. Okay, the 26th of March, it's actually going to be really good for you, because this is the opportunity that I need you not to miss. There is some kind of learning opportunity going to become available here, and that learning opportunity is just going to be something like, oh my God, you're really gonna like it. This is going to be really significant for you, and I'm saying that this is just going to be one of those situations, one of those tricky situations, tricky offers from the spirit world, and you know, that we have according to our karma and our spiritual journey, that this is actually going to happen. There is going to be absolutely wonderful offer become available for you, and that offer is just going to come in the form of you learning something new. I say don't miss it, because it can just kind of, it depends what's going on in your life at the time, but just don't miss it, because this is not going to seem like as significant, and it's going to be very, very tiny to start with, okay? But then it's just going to start become really important to you later on, okay? So this is just going to be like a really important start of the spiritual learning journey for you. But it's only going to be something really, really tiny, and that's why I'm saying don't miss it, because it's not as big and not as significant as you think, but it just comes with like a little surprise where you're going to kind of rediscover yourself. It is also could be something like if you're working like a, let's say like a, I don't know, manager or something, and then something else is going to like kind of come forward, and then it's just going to be like a tiny little bit of learning experience connected to it, and it's only going to seem like tiny, but you know, this is to do with the destiny, faith, and things like that. So this is just going to be something that is going to become really big later on. It's going to come with a surprise. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say is just that basically also the 26th of March is going to be like, ooh la la, very significant for you, my babies, because also not only that your third psychic eye is going to be like wide open on this day, but it's also going to be the justice. You're getting your justice here, my babies, yeah? So if someone took you to court, or if someone was trying to decide something for you and things like that you were waiting for someone else to decide something for you, now this is going to be the moment, this is going to be the time, and it's going to be really good, and you're going to be able to relax after this moment. So the bottom line is you're going to have a smile on your face, and this is going to be good because you're going to get your fairness, you're going to get your justice, and at the same time you will also get your balance back. I think that's absolutely brilliant. When we are going through the situations like this, when we are kind of waiting for our justice, or if somebody hasn't been really good when it comes to the certain justice with us, if we are nervous, if we are a little bit anxious, and if we're a little bit low, if we need like a little bit of grounding, I really highly suggest you, my babies, look, this is one of the most powerful crystals when it comes to the actual protection against all sorts of negative energy, evil eye, and negativity, when we need some grounding against anxiety, stress, and things like that. Black tourmaline is probably one of the most significant crystals you can actually get. It really protects you really beautifully indeed. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is on my website, of course, and the website is in the link below. So I highly recommend to get like something like a black tourmaline. Absolutely beautiful for protection and ever so significant, and I do think that you're going to benefit from it in March, but also in April as well. It's just a good for an overall protection, protect your own energy. Okay, now my babies, going on the first part of March 2019. Now, going on the first part of March 2019, it is all going to be about you kind of like feeling very vigilant, but in a good way. Your eyes are going to be like wide open. This is purely because subconsciously you're already just going to start like opening your eyes, and you're going to start feeling like things are getting closer to you, especially those things that you have been waiting for to like unfold for a really long time. Now this is all the time of an absolute vigilance and unfoldment, but all at the same time blessings. They're the blessings that you are going to be receiving throughout the month, and this is absolutely brilliant. This is going to have a healing impact on you and the people around you, and this is going to end in your own rebirth. This month, by the end of this month, you are going to feel like you have your own rebirth, literally. There is going to be the situation at the beginning of March 2019 where basically what is going to happen, some kind of compassion is going to become very significant, some kind of compassion is going to become very strong, some kind of compassion is just going to play a really important role here, because by somebody being very compassionate and by you being very compassionate back, there is going to be a wonderful change of the situation that is going to happen, and this is going to result in you having a certain realization that you are about to have an adventure. So at the beginning of March, that's how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like your adventure is about to start, which is absolutely brilliant. And that it is not going to be like, oh la la, I'm going to have an adventure. No, this is going to come in a form of like a good energy, optimism, and that optimism is also at the same time going to become really fantastic, sharp and beautiful initiative. That initiative is just going to make you think about like it's going to bring you visions. Visions about the future. You have so much to look forward to, and at the same time the power of your mind is going to be just so strong. Like throughout March, the power of your mind is going to be so strong that you're going to be able to manifest so much indeed. So that particular vision that you are going to have, it's also at the same time going to bring you like a beautiful spiritual key that is going to be flying through the universe, flying until it lands into your hand. And that in itself, that vision, this is going to come in the form of a vision, okay? And that vision is going to become your own victory, and mental clarity is going to be absolutely amazing, because at the same time, without you realizing, you're also going to start creating something new. You're also going to start creating something really strong. You're also going to start creating something really powerful. My goodness. And at the same time, wow, Gemini, you really are going to be on top of the world. What an amazing powerful month you're going to have. Listen to this, a recognition. Those of you that are working and waiting to get recognized, this is going to be the month, okay? Those of you that are looking for work, this is going to be the month, okay? Those of you at university and college, there's an amazing recognition going to happen here, and that's absolutely brilliant. But this, for those of you at university and college, the recognition is going to happen on both sides. You're going to recognize something and someone else is going to recognize something, and that is going to be absolutely brilliant. And for those of you that that are retired, I mean, this is just going to be the major turning point. This is going to be the point when you're going to rediscover yourself. The financial situation is going to improve, but also something is going to become available to you through your own recognition. This is also going to be for all Geminis like completely victory and mental clarity, and indeed, and it's a lot to do with your recognition. It's going to be absolutely brilliant to start with, okay? But what I need to say that also, you know, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel really good, but there is going to be like a certain like a confusion that you're going to feel at the same time, and that confusion is going to come from the childhood. There is something, again, I've been seeing this Geminis, and this is so significant because this is like a very karmically strong situation when you feel like there is a nostalgia that you're feeling like in your childhood, okay? So which means that there is something, the certain reflection from the past is going to bring you an insight, and that insight that you are going to have is going to again mean to every single one of you something completely different, bad. It's going to remind you what kind of are you doing to yourself that it doesn't make you feel free. What can you do to make you feel free? What can you do to make your life like a more happy? What can you do to be happy again if you are unhappy? So of course, indeed, this is going to ruffle many feathers, but also on the other hand, this is just going to bring you like wonderful insight that you exactly need at this very moment in this time. Okay, now going on to the second part of going on to the second part of March 2019. My goodness, like you really are having a mind-blowing month, Geminis, okay? And you better be prepared for this because this is going to be amazing. By the time we get to the mid part of March 2019, you're, oh my goodness, from the mid-March until the end of March is like you are going to be like so spiritually strong, you're going to be so spiritually connected, you're going to be very, very powerful indeed. You are going to be receiving all sorts of messages. I can see you being a little bit more sensitive because at the same time when we are receiving so many messages, when it's so much happening, you know, we're very much so spiritually connected, you know, we are spiritually open, because I told you there is going to be an omen that you're going to have. When you have an omen, that means that you're going to be spiritual open throughout the month, not only on that particular day, but I'm seeing a very strong connection that is also going to happen when it comes to your spirituality and being open mid-March until the end of March. When I say being open, it means that you're going to be receiving all sorts of informations and messages at the same time, which is wonderful. But also when you're spiritually open, you're open to all sorts of entities, all sorts of energy, all sorts of spirits, all sorts of, you know, things like that. And that's why that can actually, you know, you just don't know who else can be or what else can be around, you know, and things like that. So that's why I'm highly suggesting to get something like this. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, amethyst. How gorgeous. I always have this on my table anyway, but I'm suggesting you to buy this in amethyst. You see that like a lovely piece like this, and link is in the description below. And if you would like a lovely piece of amethyst like this, I highly recommend this, to have this and buy this. You're gonna also like benefit from this like in March and April as well, like a similar energy, similar situation where you're gonna be like a very spiritually open, very significant indeed, but at the same time you protect yourself with an amethyst. That what amethyst does is basically it helps you to open your third psychic eye even more, to connect to your spirits and the spirit guides, to receive all sorts of messages, to understand all sorts of messages, but at the same time it's protecting us against what I said, like when we are spiritually open, against negative energies and things like that, like negative entities that could be about, you see. So that's why I'm highly suggest to get something like this, like a lovely size like this. As I said, the link is in the description below. Absolutely gorgeous indeed. So now the mid-March 2019, it's actually going to bring you like an amazing hope, and that hope that you're going to have, it's going to surprise you in a good way, because it's just going to be connected to the stage of your life where you thought like, oh well, that's not going to work anymore. Not only that, this is going to be the new hope, this is going to come in the form of a bright prospect. Just remember, there is going to be the certain prospect that is going to come forward, and it's going to be absolutely amazing, absolutely life-changing. You're going to feel like a little bit scared to start with, and because I can see that you're going to do it in the form of a challenge, but you're going to do absolutely well. You're going to do absolutely great. So don't get like paranoid or nervous if it's like a little bit of a challenge, because it's going to be absolutely brilliant. You're going to gain something really good. And also when it comes to the certain possession like of yours that you really like, that you really want, there is going to be an amazing impact on that, which is going to be in a good way, and that's going to make you feel really happy about yourself, because something new is going to become available for you after that moment, after that point. The whole new inspiration and potential is coming through. This is absolutely brilliant. For those of you that are having a businesses and things like that, this is going to be like oh la la. For those of you that are like artists and need a bit more like a va va voom, va va voom, va va voom, the mid part of March is going to bring a lot of va va voom, va va voom, va va voom, and that beautiful artistic powerful energy that you people are going to be able to use in all sorts of way, okay? And because it's just going to be so good and very powerful time when it comes to the achievement and when it comes to you wonderful Geminis. Okay, the third part of March, this is wow, this is just incredible, really. The third part of March, okay, it's going to be like when it comes to the certain professional stage and the certain professional realization, you know, that there will be a slightly disappointing situation, but you know what, and it's to do with the wishful thinking when it comes to the certain stage and certain direction when it comes to your professional life. But you know what, this is really good, because this is really important, really important, because it's better to realize that this is a wishful thinking. The certain stage came to an end, so you can just like when you have such a strongly spiritual mind, when it happens here at the end of March, this is brilliant, because at the same time you're just going to close this door, and then at the same time there are like about 10 other doors that are going to be available, you see, because you Gemini have a powerful subconscious mind, and if you're like focusing on something subconsciously without you realizing, you're inviting that really quickly. And this is the situation here. As soon as you close this door, it's amazingly the whole new beginning, it's going to happen, and there will be the situation that you will face at the end of March when you will be like, oh no, I'm so scared, but you will brilliant, because this is going to have direct connection to your security and power indeed. Very happy news when it comes to home, when it comes to family, and when it comes to the people that you really love and like, you know, there is going to be a really good news that you are going to have at the end of March, very end of March indeed. And also very good process of things that is going to be flowing and happening for those of you that are working as a part of the team or in team, because something that group of people are going to do together, make together, is just going to become very significant, and this is also going to have a wonderful impact on your life and on the lives of people around you. March is most certainly the time of the new beginning, most certainly the time of rejuvenation and rebirth when it comes to you, my beautiful Gemini, and you will be able to sense this like there is no tomorrow. Okay, so now I'm going to, where did I put my cards? Okay, here, there we go. Ooh. Okay, this is just now what am I going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards. I didn't use these cards in ages. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those Gemini that are actually in relationship. And this is for March 2019. This is for Gemini, for you that are in relationship. And it's for March 2019. What is going to happen? How are things going to develop? Okay, Gemini in relationship. Oh, do you see, this, I like this. Here we go. I like this. I really like this. And do you know why? Because this is the month of like you having a whole new focus when it comes to your partner, and your partner is also going to have a whole new focus. But the most certainly, the like some kind of problem issue, it's going to come to an end when it comes to finances, when it comes to the certain direction, when it comes to like a certain apprenticeship, and when it comes to the certain financial situation, you know, that maybe didn't develop the way it wanted to develop, and maybe that we had a certain reflection on your partner. So the certain things that your partner was hoping for that was actually taking away from your partner quite a lot energy wise, this is about to happen now. This is about to manifest indeed, and this is going to be really good, because you're going to feel really proud of your partner. You're going to feel really happy about your partner. That is going to reflect on both of you, of course. But on another hand, it's a lot about like a certain apprenticeships, and a lot about your partner is going to have a new focus that is absolutely going to change their life for the best, and it's going to change your life for the best as well, because there's so many new possibilities that you're going to have. And this is exactly what is going to happen. Your partner is going to be going through something really new, some kind of new beginning, some kind of commitment to the task, to the right task, and that is going to be absolutely brilliant. And it's actually going to reflect on both of you, because there is a certain future planning that you are going to have through this that you couldn't or you didn't have before. So it's a brilliant month for those of you in relationships, okay? And Gemini that are single, Gemini that are single. Okay, this is Gemini that are single, and it's for March 2019. This one want to come out by itself. It is fine. Sometimes they do that. Okay, so it's March 2019. Gemini that are actually single. Oh. Okay. So now Gemini 2019 March. It is not going to be the best time to. It is not that it's not going to be the best time to find someone serious. It is just not going to be that type of spiritual month where you're going to have this type of energy. There is a lot going to be happening for those of you that are in relationships. There is a lot going to be happening in general when it comes to work, career, finances. There is a lot going to be taken away from you, like energy wise, not taken away from you energy wise, spirituality wise, because when you're like a constant focusing on lots of changes, you know, it does kind of takes a lot from you in a certain way when it comes to your own spirituality. So it's every balance needs some kind of balance, every energy needs some kind of rebalance of the other energy. It's like a lot to do with the reflection, and it's a lot to do with how much energy and what type of energy that we actually need. And now basically it is a lot going to be happening. So it's like when it comes to the actual relationships and things like that, this is going to be again significant months, because there are going to be lots of people that you're going to find to actually cross your path. There are lots of people that you're going to meet. There's some people that are going to be very, very interesting, but most importantly is there a couple of people that are going to have a really wonderful influence and wonderful impact on you. The influence and impact that you are going to have, it's going to actually have a really an interesting it's going to help you to have a really interesting realization about yourself and about who you like. But through these two people, you're going to find out something really powerful about yourself, and really powerful about your situation, really powerful about your current situation, really something really powerful about who you like, who you fancy. And also most certainly there is going to be like a really interesting way the way the actual events are going to develop this month in such a way where you're going to kind of have a wonderful unfoldment of the certain things that are going to be going on by you meeting these other people, you meeting different people. So also, you know, it's a wonderful balance, because there is going to be a little bit of flirtatious situations that are going to be going on, but that's absolutely brilliant, because that is just going to be really good for you. It's going to be put a big smile on your face, and you're really going to enjoy yourself. As I always say, flirting is always good indeed. When I see whether you're going to find somebody really special this month, or somebody really significant this month, it's not going to happen. But what is actually going to happen, it's you kind of rediscovering yourself, and you rediscovering like who you like, and there is going to be the certain change or a certain edit that you're going to have, that you're going to feel, but you're not even going to be aware of it straight away. It is all going to happen later on, and this is why these things are so significant, and this is why, although you're not going to find like a love of your life, but this month is going to play a very important role for you to do so, and you will see exactly what I mean, my beautiful, beautiful babies. Okay, Geminis, I love you to bits. You're amazing, very powerful, very interesting indeed. I love your energy. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.